Hi there, this is Giovanni here at Frap Tools, and we received a request of diving more into this patch here. I think it's a very cool patch. It highlights a very effective use of a simple trick on the USTA sequencer, and I also thought that it would be nice to recreate it on this expanded setup, this glorious 3-row configuration. So let's start. First of all, I will start by creating a new project on the USTA sequencer, and the whole patch is based on two simple sequences playing in unison, but one is slightly modulated, and we will see how. Since I have a much larger and much more comfortable setup, I think that once we have achieved the patch, we can then move on and try to further expand it according to what we have. But first, let's start by setting all the tracks to an external clock source, like this, and then setting the scale to a pentatonic major for all the tracks. Let's check. And there we go. Then I think that I can assign my track A to brain source oscillator number 1, which I will patch to the CGM here. And track 2, I might have said track A, of course I meant track 1, CVA of track 1 and CVA of track 2 to brain source oscillator number 2. Now they are slightly out of tune, but I think that tuning today will be quite an easy operation because the two tracks are supposed to play in unison. So I will start by just creating a sequence on track 1. Let's use Sapel as a clock and hit play. I think it's quite high pitched. Okay, and then I will simply, and I will start by populating also track 1 with gates that I will then use to trigger Falistri, and then I will clone my track 1 over track 2. And now they should be in unison. Like this. And now on to the envelopes, I will use the gate track that I have just populated to control the amplitude of my... I can even saturate it a bit to add more character. And I will do the same thing with this second Falistri here. I won't bother with a hold behavior. I will just set it to transient, so gate length won't have any effect. At the moment I don't need it. I might change my mind afterwards. This is very fast, so I will scale it to long. There, nice. And the two tracks are playing the very same thing. Now, on the original video, I used a very simple trick. Basically, I patched a CV, which can be, for example, an offset from the 333, to either of these two inputs and route it to change both the phase, to shift the phase and the pitch. Let's see what happens in practice. So I will assign, let's say, to track 2, I will demonstrate the two behaviors independently. So I will start with pitch shift A, so I will shift this sequence here through CVA. Let's see what happens. If I add some reverb, I will get very close, but I am missing another section, so I will remove the pitch shift for now and use the phase shift, which sounds like this. You can also see from the blinking LEDs on the quad stereo channel that track 2 is now dragging behind track 1 until it's back in unison. And if I use the both controls at the same time, and this was basically the patch. Now let's see if we can take it a step further. First of all, I think that it would be cool to use, for example, an LFO instead of manually rotating this. So I will remove my CV and take a longer cable, like this one. Set this Falistri as very slow LFO and take the attenuated output to modulate. Another thing that we can do is using a different waveform. The sine wave, of course, has its appeal, but I think that we can take advantage of FUMANA and use it to process different waveforms and achieve a different soundscape. For example, I am curious to try feeding the green sawtooth wave and use only the so feeding the sawtooth to the odd bands like this, and then using the yellow. Let's use the square shaper I forgot to lock the frequencies, so I hope I didn't accidentally detune the brain, but we will hear that in a moment. Let's see. There. I was thinking that I can use the same LFO that it is shifting our pitch to somehow modulate the parametric scanner functions. So let me take this unipolar output here and use it to control the position. And that's too much. Now the FUMANA is saturating a bit. Or perhaps I can invert the game and use it to create some holes in the spectrum. I think it's nice, but I have one more thing I want to try, which is doing some spectral transferring with the pink noise, and I will do it like this. Very nice. And I can increase there. I think that we can cap it here for today. We saw how the original patch worked and we further expanded with this complex setup here. I hope you found this video useful and I will see you next time for more tutorial. If you have any other requests concerning other patches that I posted and I never explained, let me know in the comments below.